How many times can I counter their job offer? I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and I want to talk with you about what you can do and the number of times you can respond. And before you start playing the game of countering the offer, I want you to be able to look at their benefits, to be able to see, am I getting more vacation time? How much is that worth? Is it costing me in the way of benefits different than what I'm used to experiencing? That has a value too. So the idea is you start off by getting an idea of the entire package, and then you respond to their offer indicating it was a little low. What would you find acceptable? Certainly not this. And then from there, look, I want to join. It's a great position. And we know what the economy is like right now, and it's expensive out there. So I'm looking for something that's going to keep me up to pace with inflation and pay me my fair value, which requires that you know what your fair value is. And I did a video recently called Researching Salary. Watch that video because it'll give you an idea of a couple of places that you can look at for salary data for you, the kind of work that you do in the specific geography that you do it in. If you're in Sioux City, Iowa, and you're comparing salary with Los Angeles or New York, that's not a fair correlation. But you want to be able to have salary data to reference for your specific market, and there are sites that you can find that on. But how many times you can respond? As long as they're willing to go back and forth with you. Now, there's a point where you have to realize they're not going to do any better, and then you have a decision to make. But don't believe what the third-party recruiter is telling you about, they're getting annoyed because they just want to finish this off. You can always circumvent them, which is not desirable, but you can circumvent them and go directly to their client, specifically in HR, or it can be to the hiring manager and say, look, you're light on the offer. The people in this area are paying more for what I do than you guys are, and I want to be treated fairly. So I'd like to join, but I need a better offer to be able to do so. If they say that's the way it is, then you've got a decision to make. But how many times you can go back and forth? As many times as they'll participate in the process. Hope you found this helpful. I'm Jeff Altman. Visit my website, thebiggamehunter.us, where I've got a ton in the blog that'll help you with job search, hiring more effectively, management leadership, dealing with different workplace issues. I also want to remind you that on Tuesdays and Fridays at 1 p.m. Eastern, I do Career Coach office hours where I do live Q&A with people to help them in these areas. So you can put messages into chat or message me through LinkedIn to be able to send a question to me. Also, at my website, thebiggamehunter.us, a ton of information in the blog that you can watch, listen to, or read. There's also information about my courses, books, and guides to job search, hiring. Well, hiring is coming soon, and soon much more. So again, thebiggamehunter.us. Lastly, connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Have a terrific day and be great.